People, back again. Myself, Bugsy B.
Myself, Digo.
It's a special edition, as you can clearly see. I'm not even gonna do no madness because you can see them there. There's no point. You get me? We got them big, bad SE Dons in the building.
Big up yourself.
Big Mitch.
Thanks for having us.
Big Don Straps.
What's that, Bugs?
G can reach me. Of course, Chris can't. Big Chris. You get me?
Mad stuff.
What are you saying, Dan? You ready?
Yeah, man.
Come, let's get into this thing then.
Hottest football team in fucking South, bro.
Hottest football team in
mad.
South.
So what's going on?
It's a bit bigger than that. It's a bit bigger than that. It's bigger than that. You can't explain the thing. No. You got no. You don't. It's bigger than South. Trust me. That's kind of like playing down there. Never that. East Side man's on Sky every week.
Yeah, but you see what it is.
Gone past
Answer certain questions.
Gone.
And this is why I say this, because they haven't played everybody. And I know for my ends, they're repping my end. So I only can talk about South, you get me? And
they can only play what gets put in front of them.
Biggest out of South.
They can only play what gets put in front of them.
Okay,
and from my understanding of the man them,
yeah.
They don't shy from nothing. They don't shy from nothing.
Of course.
Stop. It's not about me and you. It's about them.
Come on,
let's get on with it.
So what?
See what I'm saying? So what's happening, lads?
Yeah, there, man. There, brother, man. Thanks for having us, man.
Come on, man.
We had to come and show love to the ones that were before us. You know what I'm trying to say?
Thank you.
So that's why we're here, man.
Thanks for coming through, blood.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming through.
We're here, man. We're working, man. Just staying as productive and proactive as we can throughout this mad time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Big question. How are you lot coping in this COVID? Because a lot of your stuff is outside stuff.
Like bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's definitely affected the content massively, but we don't make excuses, man. You know what I'm trying to say? We have to be creative now. You know, we have to think outside the box and just be prepared. How much is in this rubber? But now we're trying to stay prepared and ready, planning for when things come back. Do you know what I mean? At the same time, maintaining the channel and making sure that we're giving them what we can.
I love you, man's work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Trust me.
Also, we give our messages to the kids. We've got a lot of kids that follow us and man them in all ages. You know what I'm trying to say? But more so the kids that we can influence now, innit? And for us, it's like, we have to continue working hard. We don't make excuses. So we could go silent and give them nothing, because, as you know, Sunday League is our bread and butter.
Come on.
And they would understand if we said, look, we've got nothing to give you. But that's just weak mentality.
Yeah, 100.
Really? And you got a proper commentating version of it. Commentating
you know what it is? You're just used to it now. You know what it is? Like, if you hear Donnie, you just...
You're waiting for something.
Waiting to hear Ginge music and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? He's not doing dirty. He's not doing Ginge dirty. He's bad, but he's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big up Ginge, man. Big up Ginge, guys. Big up Ginge. What?
That's an alien.
He said alien.
Nah, saying this then, you lot been doing big things to us.
You see what my thing is, yeah? Like, when you started the football team, was this the goal?
No. You know what? Originally, me and because obviously I've been doing music for a long time, innit?
Come on.
And originally, like, I didn't really like the whole social media thing, like all the whole. I wasn't really interacting with like supporters and that, because the whole camera thing was long for me, innit? But I was like, it was getting to an age where it's like, well, I've got to be doing more on Instagram or Twitter and things like that. Do you understand? So I said, all right, Chris, we all know each other for years, bro, from early. And obviously Chris was doing his camera thing. Do you remember the DVD, Street Sense DVD?
I was away.
So Chris has always been doing his little camera thing from early.
From then, you was on that?
From early, man.
I didn't even know that was your thing.
Yeah, just grab the camera, taught himself. We call him the most average cameraman there is. Like, he's average. The worst cameraman you can ever get. You can't get worse. But he's the best at being the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Basic camera work, man.
It works, man.
But nah, like, obviously, we lost contact for a couple of years, and then we came across each other again. And he was like, look, man, we need to kind of make it interact more with the supporters. because they don't really know me. They just hear the music and they don't really know much about me, innit? So I was like, listen, man, I got my team. We play Sunday League all the time. It's just madness every week. Back then it was just real Sunday League.
Yeah.
Refs
I
getting
remember.
punched up,
I've watched it all.
Yeah, like, just
you see,
always
from the
madness.
moment you started looking, I've seen every
That's what I'm
single
saying,
one
man. So
of your teams.
back then it was
Trust me.
the same as it is now, but worse. Man, I'm turning up 5 minutes before kickoff. You know how it goes,
You
innit?
thought was religion. You thought was my
So, like,
religion.
obviously,
Sunday 1 o'clock.
yeah, man. So obviously, I said, Chris, come start filming this, man, because we can interact, put it on the channel. And after one episode, bro, man, we just said, nah, man, this is bigger than my thing. You know what I'm trying to say? And and from February 2017, we ain't missed a Sunday since. Every Sunday, bang.
That's one thing I will say.
There's always something.
Yeah, it's key.
The work rate's mad.
Yeah, no matter what's going on in life, because I've seen things go on in life. You get me?
Yeah.
You're still at it.
Trust
And
me.
you see what? Again, like, I can't keep stressing it to the youth. Them, everybody that comes on here, yeah. The secret to their success
Hard work.
is hard work. Everybody that comes on here, like, nobody ain't gonna come on here and tell you anything different. Nobody ain't gonna. A man might say he stumbled into something, but it was still hard work.
Yeah.
All the way. Like, I don't want anybody to think there's. Like, I keep telling people, man, success is a byproduct of hard work.
And
If
the
you
next
work
big
hard,
thing is maintenance.
success will come. You just got to keep going.
Yeah.
You hear what the man said? It's lockdown. There is no football. Sundays, football's been cancelled. These men are still giving you something to watch every single Sunday. That's work rate.
So yes.
Like, man, I rate them, man. Hats off.
Let the people them too. Say yes, my brother.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel, don't do that.
Oh, we have to let the people them too. You get me?
Go on,
So
go on.
yes, so you're staying, obviously you're just staying focused and bam. So what kind of work are you doing from home?
Editing work. Basically editing, bro.
So you say
Editing, planning. We still got content stacked up because again, remember this. We're a year in, as we were saying before. So from early, we knew. Listen, man.
Shaky.
We was hearing about lockdowns coming and that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, listen, let's just be stacked up. And even certain episodes that we could have given earlier, we just kind of held it in the archives. You know what I'm trying to say? So right now we've got Zach Answer Street Ball. We filmed in fact the whole summer.
Yep.
That's going to keep them going. We've got like another 6 weeks of that. We've got cage football. We got stuff to keep going, but it's not like what they want. It's not what they want. But we're just showing them, listen, man, we're working. You know what I'm
You got enough fives?
We got a couple. We got the last one this Sunday. You know.
One more.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Fives.
Yeah, man. Trust me, bro.
I do love a bit of the fives.
We're just planning, man. We're just at home planning, bro. Yeah, fives.
Where do you plan to take things for 2020?
2021.
Yeah, man.
You got to keep up.
We don't want to go back in this.
I'll let Chris answer that one, man.
Listen, man, dominate the. Listen, we want to be embedded in British football culture.
So you think you are already?
You are already, man.
We are, but we got lots of work to do.
I hear that now. I rate that.
As soon as the lockdown ends, we're going for it.
I rate that.
Nah, sorry, go on, guys.
People's gonna see stuff they ain't ever seen before. Sunday League's gonna go to the next level. That's all I can say.
I believe you. I have. You see what I'm saying again. Like, no one for me. I don't know if you lot got the idea from somewhere else. I don't know in it. I can't say in it. But for me, you lot have made me aware of a whole other set of football teams that do this stuff. I was not aware of this stuff until you lot done it. You lot have brought my awareness to that whole situation. Rising Ballers, whatever. All of these other teams, I don't really check for them because I'm only watching you, man. That's me being honest. If they don't play you, man, it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
But I'm aware there's other teams out there, but that's all down to you lot's thing. There would be no awareness of this Sunday League whole document thing and all of this stuff if it wasn't for you lot.
It's done different. They come at it with a whole different light. As I said, they had a rapper as their commentator.
No, but it's not even like. Yeah, but I get that. But it's not put just together.
And you can tell it weren't just like it was a team effort.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what made your thing work because it was coming that you got bare ideas that's gone into your product. Your product is mad. You get me? But obviously,
everyone's relatable, man. You know what it is in their team. There's a loads of big characters, and if you don't relate to a next one, you will relate to a next one. Like there's some timid man, there's Big G, there's Tony Breaklegs, there's Crook Seco. There's loads of people. Like there's always. It doesn't matter what walk or how you feel. There's always somebody in that team that you're gonna connect with.
Yeah.
That's because real recognises real.
Trust me.
It's as simple as that. You know, where we come from. There's a certain energy that comes from being, even just from London, but South London in particular.
Yes,
there's a hostility and a real hunger and passion that comes out of these areas.
100.
And when you see that and it's put on screen and you know it's not an act, you relate. Like you're saying, you see the big characters and you think, if you don't know them already, I've got a friend or a brother or a cousin
that knows it.
Do you understand? And that's what we're representing. So when you say the biggest thing out of South, I feel proud of that more than in the world.
I really
that's home.
Yes.
Do you understand? When you're representing home and the people that are genuine, do you understand? There's not a day we don't drive round or walk. You see us on foot and there's not someone who's saying, big up what the Dons are doing.
Big up famous.
No, it's not even a famous thing. It's a respect.
No, but you see in the ends, I won't lie to you, but I've got my kids here right now. You get my kids don't come out.
They don't ever want to come. They don't ever want to come and set.
Like,
they're not interested. They heard you lot was coming. Hey, we're coming and set, mate.
Children,
Let's
you
pick them up.
Big them up, man.
Kylo and Damari.
Love that.
Alright, listen, big up to you.
You get me?
Hopefully
They
we'll
are
see them out.
fans.
We got some Don Moss for them.
Come on,
make sure your dad don't take it.
to a game.
Make sure your dad don't take it.
I'll bring them. We'll bring them. As soon as
You
I
are
open
very
back up, we're out there, man.
inspirational for all ages, though. You get me? You don't just have a certain age group that you appeal to. You appeal to everybody. Everybody rates you.
You see, for me, yeah, as a man who used to play Sunday League, like it's actually unbelievable stuff, blood. I see you, man, going around the world with this thing. Like, they got people commenting on their thing from Zimbabwe to Norway to Glasgow. I don't even know. Everywhere, blood. You gotta remember, like, man, I'm like, no joking, like, I'm a real fan. Like, I sit in my yard and watch this shit.
It's a family thing.
You understand?
You support Arsenal and
Dons. Are you nuts, blood? What are you talking about? That's a silly question. These are the man them. The man them running the biggest thing. How can I not support that? If you're from the ends and you don't support the Dons, you're a hater.
Have you got a Don shirt?
I'm gonna buy one.
See?
I mean, you do that again, though.
The thing is, Bugsy into games.
Yeah, Bugsy into games.
Only right.
You see what? Here's what we're gonna do. Hear what? Because he's chatting all this shit, yeah? I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna order one tonight and I'm gonna show you the receipt tomorrow. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
The thing with Bugs has held me in the street many a time and anything for the Dons.
Blood, remember, man, the football man. Blood, I love football, blood. I'm from footballing background. To see people that I grew up with doing this with Sunday League, bro, do you know how mad it is to, like, the man never got a Puma deal. Listen, there are Sunday League team
crying like, yo, dad, I want to get to that team. Get me in that team. You know what I'm saying? Glad you got to work. You get me? That's how mad it is. These are men that have grown up with it.
You understand?
I rate the team.
I can't, like, how did you got, bro, like, obviously you got Zach Answer and Andy Answer. How did Andy Answer jump on board? Because that's a big, like, even giving you like his time, that's a big thing.
And that's another legend from Lewis and Barrow.
Do you understand?
Like what we was talking about before, you know what I'm trying to say?
We forgot to mention Andy.
Yeah, Andy's man.
Big legend.
Yeah, trust me. So obviously Zach signed for the Dons. So obviously we played against Zach because Zach was playing Sunday League anyway, and we played against their team and Andy was there. And after the game, Andy was like, "Nah, what you man are doing, man? He loves it. He just loves what we're doing." Do you know what I'm trying to say? We signed Zach, and then eventually, after a while, kind of Andy saw what we was doing. Remember, Andy's a successful businessman. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And everything he's done has just been out of love. Like, he's like, "Listen, you man, like, boys, everything you're doing is amazing. I don't want to change it. I just want to make sure you get what you deserve from it. And like, he can take us from A to Z, like." Direct, you know what I'm trying to say. So he's kind of looked at our product and said, listen, because he always says to us, if we're not doing our work, he can't do his work. So he's the chairman of the Dons now, and he's in business with us. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So he just really connects the dots, and he's been a godsend. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because again, we believe in the project so much that it's gonna go. But a man like him on board, it's like sometimes a joke. Like, it's like having a dragon. Yeah, you know the dragon thing.
Peter and them man.
Them man there, fam. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, like Andy, man, like we owe him a lot, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I want to hail him up because he's done so much for the Dons, and he continues to. He's a very busy man. But listen, he's on the other end of the phone. He's in the office with us. He's stressing when we lose. He supports the SC Dons. He supports the Dons, innit? It's a family club. His son plays for the club. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and this is a man, Zach Answer. Again, that's another legend from Lewisham.
Legend.
And Zach, he played for
boy.
Arsenal.
Arsenal boy. That's my
proper
boy.
England caps.
Come on,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Ghana. That's
but
our
obviously his
Arsenal boy.
injury stuff and that
I know.
didn't work for him. Do you know what I mean? He ended up like playing Sunday League football.
Yeah.
But we put a smile on his face, man. He loves the club. These man love the club.
See the foundation you built. It's going to be hard for any man to not look at it and see the vision off of it.
Yeah, the vision's big, man.
Bro.
But it's
You lot have done mad.
Brother,
Do you know-
have you watched any of the cup finals?
Bro,
It's mad.
Have you watched any of them? No, because I'm not going to stop saying it because I sound like a groupie.
Yeah.
Stop saying I watch
Yeah,
everything.
you
'cause I
start
do,
saying
innit?
that.
Nah, man, I love it, man.
I see your work. No groupie shit.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
But yeah, what now? You lot just had your new pitch the other day. You not even really had like got to use it as much as I know you lot would like to. How do you feel about that? It's just nuts, isn't it?
Bro, like, this COVID's on a madness.
It's
It's done a madness.
It's a mad thing to us, man. So,
Everyone.
And for you to even get that, that's mad. Like that's on the motorway. Like you drive that.
I can't imagine how these man feel because I'm missing my football on
It's
Wednesdays. I'm missing my sevens on a Wednesday. Remember I live for my sevens on a Wednesday, you know, religiously. And man, like, so these man, oh, mate, I can't imagine how they feel without the ball, blood.
It's crazy without football, man. It's crazy without, well, let's just say life right now, to be fair. Everyone's in limbo. The only thing you can do is just, keep positive, keep your loved ones around you, keep contacting them, trying to learn something new. Like a lot of the boys here, a lot of us four right here, we're all trying to learn Portuguese.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Nah.
I see you. I don't see you. I see you.
But like, just trying to do something.
Why are you trying to learn Portuguese?
No, to be fair, I think it's a good, just like, I didn't get into it straight away, but once, you know what I mean, Andrew's missus came over, I decided saying, do you know what? Like, you're never going to get that opportunity again to learn it from a person who's lived there. Do you know what I mean? Take the opportunity and just run with it.
Especially in this lockdown, when the world opens back up, like,
Man are bilingual. By then, man are bilingual, you understand? I start speaking Portuguese to girl.
Sure.
Madness. That is going to sound sexy. It's mad.
So I've got a question for you, Andrew. The question's coming from someone for Andrew.
Wow. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah,
You pulled the wool over my head.
See your injury. Do you see your injury as a setback?
nah, man. Do you know what it was? Yeah, it depends how you're looking at it. So when I tore my ACL, me and G was working in a primary school, because we had a sports company. And again, it's like, I'll answer this question, but I kind of need to say what I'm going to say to get to that. This whole Dons project and like anything this what you man are doing here is all transferable skills that man learnt from the streets. Do you understand? Because if you take a young boy that's doing what he's doing, he's got a line or whatever he's doing, you have to learn how to speak to customers. You've got to be able to be punctual to your customers. Do you understand? You've got to make sure everything is patterned when you're collecting and when you're dealing with people. So these are transferable skills that people they don't actually realise. Because when man were doing what they're doing, man ain't working between 9 to 5. Your phone's on 24s, as you know what I'm trying to say. So maybe you're not speaking what I say. Yeah, but my point I'm trying to make is we transferred them skills that man are learning for doing, like, which is not legitimate stuff. If you take that passion and that hunger and work rate into something else, which we've done with the Dons, and you've seen where it's gone. Do you understand?
You know what that is?
Because the line don't come off.
Right.
It's on 24
You know
hours
what we
a day.
call that? That's the hustle, B.
Trust me, bro.
You man hustle hard.
And that's what it
That's
is.
why you lot are where you are, because you lot hustle harder than everybody else.
And I say that, and the reason why I said that is because, to come to the question, when we tried to fix up our life and transition into doing something proper, like me and G went to Miami, yeah, and one of our boys went with Chapo, some guy Chapo, yeah, and he was just killing it at the time, yeah, and was like, oh man, we need to do something, bruv. Like I can't just do the job thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so we came back and we just tried everything, all sorts, trying to buy clothes from China and sell it on there, like everything that we tried, yeah. To the point we was doing our football company, me, him, and Ryan Palmer, my sister's husband. Yeah. And we just fired out 100 emails to schools. Listen, we're gonna come. We're offering you 3 weeks worth of PE, yeah, because we're all qualified coaches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so we're offering them 3 weeks of PE, like, And then one school out of 100 got back to us.
Fuck off.
So, yeah, look, come in. They gave us the reception kids and all that, and obviously we killed it. We done our thing, and they ended up giving us a contract. We're in the school now working. Yeah. So again, I've gone around the corner to answer your question because I tore my ACL when I was working there.
Oh wow.
Meaning I couldn't do PE no more, and to the point where like there was no like wage thing at the end of the week. If I don't go to work, I'm not getting paid, kind of thing. Self-employed thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, man. So G took it on, like ran the school, like on my job, his job, everything.
Wow.
Kept it running. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I said to him, "Bro, I'm not coming back, fam. I'm not coming back." And I spoke to Chris. I said, "We got to go full time on this Dons thing." And we just took the leap of faith, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Was it a setback, footballing wise? Yeah, because I can't see myself getting back in the office and say, you know what? We're going for this team. We're going full time. Chris, we need laptops. I need to be editing. We told ourselves, listen, we might go 12 months and it's a slow 12 months. You understand? Like,
you're keeping it going.
Forget the holiday team, forget all that. But man, I'm making this happen because
bro.
what's the other option, bro? We all know what the other option is. So we had to make something work.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
God
don't make mistakes.
Yeah, trust me.
You understand?
He's blessed our journey the whole time.
God don't make mistakes, bro.
Blessing in the storm, bro. There's gonna be storms, you know.
You
That's what's
understand?
gonna make you appreciate the blessings. You get me?
Only blood. God only gives you journeys you can complete.
Trust.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's it.
Are
God
you
don't
gonna
give you
try
nothing that
to
you can't take
make
on.
a tune with you?
All the
Like,
Dons.
can any other of the Dons spit?
There's a couple, man. Young man G.
Can you spit?
I've got that. Just do the intro.
The man gonna have a ghostwriting. Red eyes, ghostwriting for the man.
So what? Nah, this is Puma Pro shoes, lot. See? That's, you know how mad that is? Puma. Like, Puma. No, listen to what I'm saying. Puma approached the Sunday League team to sponsor them.
Tell us how it works.
Bro, do you know how it works in Sunday League? You usually put I need a sponsor. Then I get a sponsor. That's how it works in Sunday League, you know. You get your team, see that logo on the front, you beg them for that. Like, come man, bust me, man. Pay for my kit, please. That's what goes on in Sunday League.
Let K Lambert.
Listen, basically we was in the season the year before COVID, doing our thing, and I think it's a journey in it, it's growth. So when we was growing more, how did it happen actually? That's I'm not even bad.
He's hard in it. I started chatting shit. We was doing our thing.
How did that happen?
But this is the thing, this is my point. So it gets to a point where so much things is going on, and this happens and that happens. You lose track of how certain things have even happened because so much has been going on. Like, I'm actually thinking back, how did it happen? I just remember us having a Puma deal. I don't even know. That's not the bad.
That's true because
Get someone that remembers how it happened.
Someone give him the story.
no, like me and Izz, at the same time as well, we're grateful to have a team that we're dedicated. So Chris, for example, anything to do with camera work, film, old school footage, he's got everything. Not me, I can't get a hold of that. He's got it.
Yes.
Merchandise, he's the man. Big G.
Yes.
People hit me up all the time. I ain't got my shirt yet. Go to Big G. They don't even talk to me. Yeah. So in terms of like the sponsorship stuff, me and Andy was kind of running that at the time. Do you know what I mean? So briefly, just consistency. The numbers was doing on YouTube was, of course, it was bringing in interest. Yeah. And
We're global anyway, regardless. So there's only so much you can make.
Eventually,
Before someone
we want someone else to get involved. Yes, and then Puma hit us up. Just hit us up saying we love what you started with the little thing, like we can send you some boots and that. You know what I'm trying to say. Then eventually, when we was working with Kit Locker, when the season come to the end, they was like, listen, man, look, we want to sponsor you for next season, and we came up to Manchester. Crook would tell us about the Manchester team. Went up to Manchester. Man City.
Remember?
No, Manchester was a good trip, man. They wined and dined us, and we came back with Puma though.
But I big them up as well, man. Big up Jamie and Theo and them guys at Puma because they've patterned us, man, and they've stuck with us, especially in COVID. We can't even, we hardly wore the kit. Hardly worn it, bro.
Open back up. You
understand?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that reached out, man, like German Donna Kebab. Tommy's tax.
I see you lot getting some.
He's from Lewisham as well, Tommy's
tax from Lewisham. Yeah, he's got a sick accounting. Anyone that needs help with their accounts and all that.
Yeah, that.
He's from the ends. He's done his thing, man.
We're gonna need him soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna need him real soon.
Yeah, he's got white teeth.
He been to Turkey.
Let me ask you though, what's been your favourite season?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Favourite season?
Good one.
Favourite season? Do you know what? Favourite season? I'll probably the season when we signed Dino. So that season, because we had so much turmoil from September to December, and then from January to May, the complete turnaround of getting to a cup final. How many got to about 2, I think.
Wait, what was that? We won the George Hardy.
Played Rebel.
2018,
2018, yeah, 2017-2018 season. Because the start of the season, like, don't get me wrong, we're giving our all, but we still weren't there yet. We weren't ready.
That's when Live had done us 30, man.
Yeah.
They got us 30. We never
Sometimes you have to take a defeat to move forward, especially in a game like football. Sometimes a reality check needs to happen for you to say, do you know what, that's it now. And we lost back-to-back games in against Catford and Cortez, and we said it's not happening again. And went for the rest of the season unbeaten.
We got Cortez in the final.
When showed them what the real deal is. We wined and dined them, but we took back the trophy.
That's beef.
That's still.
Crook come out swinging.
So you say 2017 to 2018.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
That
So
for me,
Big G,
personally.
the cold-hearted, big bro, big dad type dude in the team.
Big dad type.
What Sky hollered at you?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. They asked for the best goalkeeper on YouTube, who plays for the Great Southern League team.
They actually asked it.
Yeah, and my name was selected. I didn't know what was going on. My phone just was going off. Then I see it, and then before I knew it, I had a phone call from Sky saying, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you want?" And then they've told me, "Come into the Sky Studios," which is in Brentford. So I went up there. Donny was on the same day. So 2 of us, Don Strapzy, Big G, both on Sky on the same day. He was on Saturday Soccer Socials. I was on Soccer Aim straight same day. You can't write this up. Do you know what I mean? And
it wasn't like it was individual things. It wasn't like, can you send us $2? I got booked for something, and he got booked for something
on the same day. You see what I'm saying?
And he's on there Saturday.
Now you're regular. Now you're part of the team, innit?
Do you know what? Funny thing is, so they asked me to be a regular like every week, and I told them we're going to Brazil next week.
I remember that.
So it was like, alright, do your thing. So I've been back. They respected that. They know that we live this. Like, the truth is that even with the whole Saturday thing, when people are talking about SC Dons, they forget that this is our lives. We we don't actually get days off. Even now we're working.
100%.
Like, every day. So when the Soccer AM opportunity came on, for me, I was a bit surprised, but I wasn't surprised because I thought, you've
been working for
big
this.
game, big players. You understand? When you go on there, I'm there for the big stages. I don't want to ever be that guy on the bench watching the other guy on the pitch make mistakes. I'd rather be him on the pitch doing it, taking responsibility. So when that came about, I said, they don't know what they signed. I said, they don't know. They're about to see what real competition looks like.
Yeah, man.
That's what they get.
Big G,
bro. Hey,
it's in your stride like it's no, man.
I need a spot though.
No,
listen. When it opens up, I'm trying to bring the whole ends with me. You know what I mean? Right now, it's like me alone on the show because obviously the conditions in it. But it's amazing, man. I think for a Sunday League goalkeeper to be on.
Big stuff.
Do you understand? And when I went on there, I went on there with my kit, my badge, and I'm telling what I come here to represent. I'm not there to be just one of many. I'm here to represent home, and that's what we come to do. We're here to elevate the ends as well as the people. It's not just if you haven't got money thing. It's a community and a mentality that we're trying to encourage people to have, which is entrepreneurship. It is being self-motivated. It is being able to positively self-assess yourself and say, look, every day I've got to try and improve. I always have a simple thing of this. I say it to the boys. You pay for success in advance and you pay for it in full. There's no like, let me have a little debt. No, you pay for it in full. So every day that we're up, we're working, we're trying to improve ourselves. 1% a day. At the end of the year, you got 365%. That's mentality. And I'm around people that are my brothers who I love and care for, who have the same mentality. So do you know what they say? You can judge it by your closest people, and you can see what we're doing. And we're blessed, man. We're really blessed.
Very fucking well said, Big G. Honestly.
That's why I get the team.
Honestly,
That's why he's Big Daddy, Big Bro. That's why he's Big Bro, Big Daddy.
You know why? Cause you lot was like, it's a family. It's been a family. You get me? I've seen that. You lot used to take the kit home and get mum to wash it, and I see all of that. So the fact that you lot are constantly consistent is it's amazing. Like through snow, sun,
anything
whatever,
for Puma.
Like it's nuts. You wake up, you're a don, you got
anything. You understand that?
and everyone plays their position. That's what's important. So
Trust me, man.
But anyway, with the rap thing, let's get onto this music thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Please.
bro.
I ain't heard from
what
you
you
for
saying?
hot seconds.
No, he's had some stuff out. You ain't been paying attention. 'Cause I know that he's had stuff out.
Everything now, obviously, like, see when you put out a project, is your project gonna be you, Don Strapzy, okay, or you, the Don Strapzy?
Yeah.
How do you
Do you know
plan to
what it
go
is,
forward? Because I see the merge, you get me?
Yeah.
It's standard, you're gonna do it, but your music weren't always that.
Yeah, so you have to, like, remember, SC Dons, my name's in the badge, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, however people recognize me from, I am SC Dons.
Yeah.
He's SC Dons. He's SC Dons. Like, SC Dons is a family, bro. Like, deep, like, to the point, like, I count man as family. SC Dons, it's like, we're from the ends, and obviously, it's deeper than the 11 man that are playing on the pitch. Do you understand? Like, but in terms of the music, 1,000,000% 2021, there's going to be a lot happening. There's already 2 videos shot and ready to go. But it's like everything now is about consistency and planning and making sure everything's right. Because I don't want to put something out and then I don't put nothing out for 3-4 months. So man, I've been working the whole of 2020 on new music, the whole of 2020. So I've recorded over 15 songs. You know what I'm trying to say? And 2021, man, we'll go for it, man. You know what I mean? See what happens. If it gets love, it gets love, and that's great.
Don't be kind, Don. You're about to take over, please. Don't be kind.
But yeah, it's happening.
If you hear it, you know. He's on to something massive.
Don's tough. Don's been tough. Yeah.
So yeah, man, the music will be coming next year, man. And
this year.
This year, so yeah. I tried to buy another year there still.
That's what Kobe's done to us.
We're in year 2 of it now.
But I'm just buying.
Big G, what you got?
Hey, lads, I'm buying my top now. Yeah, I'm buying my top now.
And you feature it.
Stop trying to get out of the combo. You
No, I know that question.
I see him put on Google what question to ask.
You know what? Yeah,
I thought a fan like that would have had his one already. I am surprised.
This is why I'm doing it. Do you understand? You understand now why I'm doing it?
Go to scdons.com. Go get your kit. Go get your Don mask and the Don suit.
I'm buying one right now.
Let's get some FIFA out all of you.
You know what? Yeah, I used to say Big G, but
We had a tournament.
He's up there still, man. He's a Wackett.
Wackett won.
The official best is Nathan Palmer.
because he won.
The official best is Nathan Palmer.
But lefty's good.
What at FIFA?
Yeah.
But his attitude stinks.
Even with the earphones in it, you don't
You know what's mad? They say it about him, yeah, and like I see it. Like I just see it. Like when they say it, I look at this brother and I'm watching them. I'm saying, nah, I don't even know if I could be around man. You get me? Face is weird. Someone says something.
Yeah.
We're like, oh,
What are you saying about SK? Does he need to bring the mask back?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fantastic.
SK, bring that back, blood. Are you nuts?
SK the mask.
Come on, man. SK the mask is the job.
When he was SK the mask, he bagged like 10 goals from centre back.
He wasn't even
That's what the season.
there.
He took off the mask. He broke his nose.
Oh, shit.
So he had to play with the
He had to wear the
mask.
mask. You see when he was wearing the mask?
He was Guani.
Different thing.
He was scoring all that.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's got
Tell him to bring that back, man. Tell him to bring that back. All right, let me ask you lot something. Everyone individually. Favourite match?
Favourite match?
Yeah, your favourite match. All out of that you can remember, obviously, because you have had shitloads.
Favourite match, Kenilworth final. Kenilworth final.
I respect
100%.
that still. 100%.
I think I had
100%.
everything. Atmosphere.
That was big. I felt like I was there. I was in my yard, like, told like, the man them's got this. I know the man. These guys big bakers in the tongue, like, yeah, I see you, man, but my boys have got this. Even though Kenny was from the ends, but I'm with the Dons. I don't know what to say.
But I think it was the best matchup. It was the best matchup for that season, 100%. Like, ability-wise, their team was really good. We were really good. We were just better on the day. But I think 100%. That's my favourite match personally.
Yeah, for me, it's a cross between the Kenilworth final because of what it was, but potentially it'll be Cortez. Yeah, the year before the cup final because we won 7-0. I played, even though they made me play centre back. They put me. I found myself getting further back as the years went on. But we won 7-0. And it was a special occasion for the club, and like a lot happened off the pitch around them times. So the fact that we won that cup for me was possibly my best game. But the Kenilworth was mad because flat 3,000 fans, stadium packed out. Yeah, Kenilworth was sick. They were like, before the Dons came around, Kenilworth was like the best Sunday league side in London. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I can't choose between them two, but if I had to choose, I may have to possibly go with the Cortez final.
Okay, wow.
It's a tough one. So
it's a very tough question.
My two are the same two games. For me, like it was a season I became the captain, and I was like, I need to get silverware to go down as a great. And then on top of that, we lost Paula, so the message was so powerful and so strong. Because I remember was that the one where we won on penalties against Brixton?
It was the same year.
We played them twice. We played Brixton the game before that to guarantee we got into the final. And I just remember because I'd said to John, we're winning this cup. I said we're winning it. I said I promise you, I'll give you my when your soul's into something and you give everything and you win it. There's no feeling like it. It's because my word means something and I've backed it up.
Manifested it.
Yeah. So like when we won that cup final, and I remember like we had lost to them in the game. They lost them in the league, and then I was like, wow. I think we was all nervous, and then it was like, but what we're playing for is bigger than a football match, so we have to win it because we win this for Paula.
Legacy.
These are the words that get thrown about. Do you understand? Legacy. And then SE Dons is being questioned about whether we talk the talk and walk it, and we won the game. And not only did we win it, we won it in the style. Who hears about a cup final that you win 7-0? When do you ever hear 7-0? You know,
you got butted them.
And not only that, we seasoned them. We didn't just win. We seasoned them. And then the whole game, it was like, now you're going to know what it feels like. And then that was the first game that we'd ever had that many supporters there who were part of the family and believed in us. And I was like, yeah. So that one, it's hard to... And obviously the other one, you know, you can see the raw emotions when I played in that Bromley Cup final, and it was for my mum and do you know what I mean? And that's why I say God bless our hard work. I can't... Definitely. Everything we do, our faith has been a backbone to what we do, and we don't want to be idolised because we look up to God, innit? And that's what humbles everyone. If you've got faith, that's what, no matter who you believe in, do you understand? You're always giving credit to God, and that not everyone believes in God, but they believe in the way we carry ourselves and the way we want it. So for me, personally, on my personal terms, for me as an individual, I'd say the Bromley Cup final, because we beat Kenilworth. It was the toughest opponent at that time we could possibly play, and it could have gone either way. And we won it in front of all the supporters, and I gave
man of the match as well.
Do you know what I mean? I got man of the match as well. Obviously, that was also very emotional. But for SE Dons as a football club, the game against Cortez for me is the one that marked the start of our journey, where I thought, yeah, we're the real deal, you know.
Quickly, before you answer that, no more slapping chesses. What's going on?
When do you think everything I do is on camera? People are getting touched in the street like
on the camera, man. That's part of the ritual.
Be honest,
I want to see it every week.
How good is the wrestling though? Because we don't plan it. It's not like WWE. Like all of a sudden I see Mitchell going off the turnbuckle, everybody going back and forth here, and then before you know you got a slap in there. But no.
Oh, wait there, 1 sec as well. Yeah.
Proof.
Yeah.
Love that.
Proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. Hold on, let me check the emails. I'll be able to see that shit.
Someone just sending through some
deeds.
See me just buy my card and all that. You see me going in there.
Standing in the house.
I'm waiting on you, lot, man.
Now you're a fan still.
No, when you getting yours?
No. He's not a fan. He's
Go
family.
on.
He's family.
Hey, kids, order me one.
It's done. It's done. Hey, big respect.
Order me one, kids.
No chattings around here, you know. You think it's just talk? We don't just talk. I'm a fan. I just haven't got round to buying. Where you start?
Are we wearing ours on?
Hey, ask him what he's just put on the back. Go on.
Put my name on the back of it.
He put his name on the back of his shirt.
Put my name on the back of my shirt. Come on, man. Come on, man. No halfway round now.
Go on, Chris. He's gonna.
Yeah. Nah, for me, like, I'd agree with the boys, innit? Cortez was the start of something special. That season we had, like, them boys were talking smoke. Let me be real, man. Like, at the same time, we had our ups and downs. We lost Paula that season. It was our first, like, real season as a unit of the Dons that you see today. And for us to win that final, have all the family down there, it was like 600-700 people that came down.
Mad.
You know, from all over the country. And that's the first time we're seeing it. Like, it's one thing, we're in an era of social media. It's one thing seeing people on social media and comments. But when you're seeing it in real life, that there's some serious stuff. So
Yeah.
To be fair, sorry, go on. Sorry, Chris.
No, go on.
I was going to say, to be fair, that final, the crazy thing about that final was when we won the game, about three boys came up to me after the game and was like, oh, thanks, mate. But they had accents. It's like, where are you boys from? It's like, from Birmingham. It's like, what? You come down to watch us from Birmingham? That's when I was like, this is crazy.
This thing's real.
There's about 3 or 4 of them.
It's very fucking
It's better than done.
You should make it
And also, I think the Kennymoor final, that's probably George's, not just George's, but I think as a club, that's probably the single best performance from a player for entirety from Big G in that game. 100%.
Big up Big G.
Big G, you're going in still.
Always leading with example.
You're going in still.
Always.
What's your game in that Cortez, yeah?
I'll say.
You tried to get out of that.
No. I'll say. Do you know what? I'll say the Kenyan World Cup final, because that's when. Listen, the Dons don't hide from nobody, innit? Like, we say we're the best, so we want to play the best. And at that time, Kenyan was considered one of the best Sunday League teams in London. So for us to face them and do the job, we done the challenge completely. You know what I mean?
Sound like you lot had the best moments at the best times together. So
We done it in front of
yeah.
4,000 people. 4,000 people.
What's your favourite game, Bugs? Jack at your guard there.
Bad boy.
It's probably one of the games versus Peckham still, when you lot beat Peckham for the first time. Because remember, you lot weren't beating Peckham all the time. Like, not that you was losing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and that for me, obviously, it's Peckham, innit? The man didn't beat up Peckham, innit?
never lose to
You
Peckham.
understand? And that was like the passion, like, it's like the man was, it's like Ghetto Boys was playing Peckham. It was the same thing, innit? Like, the man was saying, man don't lose to Peckham. I'm saying, I love that. For me, you know how it goes. Like, I'm like, yeah, sweet, I love that. So that's one of them. Obviously, one of my favourite games was when Neil scored. Neil scored a banger in one of your games. Because obviously, I was a Neil fan then. Not too much of a fan of a Neil now, but still love Neil. But you're a waste man, saying me. But hey, what? Yeah, you love. No, I love. There's so much. Man, I watched them all, fam. I literally. You ask him, he'll tell you.
Let me ask you a question, Kai. You're bang on this stuff as well. What's your favourite thing? Do you have a favourite thing? Or is there any question you?
My favourite game was the Cortez one.
What was it?
Sick.
Okay, cool. Is there any questions that you'd like to ask the Dons?
Look, Daddy give you access.
No.
You sure? Got all shy on us.
Ask no questions.
You got all shy on us. So obviously, you lot been doing your thing and that. Like, what is next? Like, because I don't know. Obviously, not everyone can see the vision, innit? No one like. For me, it's like I would love to hear what's next. I don't know where else you lot can take it because you've already took it global. So it's like, where do you lot see you lots going?
Yeah, man.
You don't tell them everything.
Alright. I knew G was going to say something. G was looking at me like, you're asking a bit too much.
I can give you a short answer. On the pitch, everything. Off the pitch, everything.
That's it.
Yeah.
The end all and end all of it. Everything.
They got a trouble.
Chris, what's going on behind the camera? Because I see you lot have brought in a couple other cameramans and all them things.
Yeah, we're trying to give you guys the best visuals, the best angles. But I was just going to touch on what you were saying before, man. I'm not going to give everyone the sauce, the recipe and that. But you know what, realise, like the energy that's going on with what we're doing, it's mad. We've got people from the streets, the real man them, they're rating the Dons. You've got the elite CEOs of billion-pound companies, their kids, they love the Dons. You've got professional Premier League footballers, Serie A, whatever, like all over, they're rating the Dons. You've got movie stars, they're watching the Dons.
Facts.
And that's the energy that's going into one club. So where we're going to take it to.
Zero lies told by you.
Yeah, zero lies told. It's real talk. Zero lies told.
You're not the man then, no? Do you understand? And that's what it comes down to. You see what Chris is about to tell you. He's about to get... No, it's all you, but this guy's going to have... It's called K Lambo, bro. Tell him something.
Listen, like, I'm K Lambo because of the Eurus, innit?
Is that what you're pre-game? The Eurus,
The thing is, what we're doing though, is like, remember, we got kids and stuff that watch what we're doing. We're showing you like the hard work, you can get what you want, innit? So for the sake of inspiring the youth, I'll get that Eurus. But I'm not a selfish man. I let the boys drive it. But man,
I'm not selfish. I'm gonna let you drive my Eurus. I'm not lying. Man ain't driving my Eurus. You see, when man pop the tire and I start talking about pay for my tire, man are gonna start rubbing their chin and looking at me sideways.
But at the same time, with the Dons, man got to realise as well, it ain't like clowns that are behind the Dons or love the Dons. Everyone loves the Dons and they're passionate about it. That passion, what's it going to result in? It's going to result in us doing big things that people.
You're already doing big things, bro.
No, but we aspire.
I'm just saying. I just want to big them up.
Yeah, man,
That's why I'm big them up, man.
We aspire. We don't take days off. So that energy we're trying to do is to inspire the youth and take it to the next level.
Yeah, that's the same energy we got here at Blue Tick. I hope everybody understands that. We're here every day doing something. We working.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you.
I love these, man.
You don't got character in it. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what
They've changed the whole... Listen, you see what it is, yeah? They've changed the whole dynamic of Sunday League football. Sunday League will never be the same again. It will never be what it was before because of these, man. And I can't big you, man, up enough for what you, man, are doing. And that's genuine shit. Like, you, man, are from the wrong side of the track, just like, man. You understand? You, man, was out here doing whatever you was doing. And you're now here inspiring youths to show youths that kind of like almost anything's possible. Because I bet you, even before you lot did it, I bet you lot didn't even think it was possible to bring a Sunday League where you brought it.
Trust me, no.
Because I can't... Bro, from Sunday League, it's just like you go football, you get your little Sunday League mag, you might be in the Transferable mag or whatever league magazine you're in, but that's where it stops. The only players that get recognition are the ones on the telly. And they've changed that for everyone. Well. And this is why I can't big you lot up enough, because I'm a big fan and I love football and I do sit down and watch you, man, religiously. Weekends.
Who's your favourite player?
On Sunday. Oh, you lot got some mad players, bro. Oh man, I don't think I can give you one still, because G's one of my favourite players for a different. For not that he's not skillful, not that you're not good, but for your passion and your leadership skills, like that's a big thing for me, because I think sometimes your team's down, you know, and if it wasn't for you, your words and your leadership, I don't think they would get through it. But I see, you, and that's me.
It was the only games we lost 3 games. Was it 2 games or 3 games? 3 games last season.
Yeah, 3.
Every game he wasn't playing, G was playing.
This is my whole point. Like you carry, like this is why I'm calling you big bro, big dad. You have to understand that. Like you have a big responsibility in this team, but you know that. I don't need to tell you that, because you know that. You get what I'm saying? So you for a different reason. Like you're one of my favourites. Then you got obviously Dino because Dino's just nuts. Mons is an absolute beast as well. I just think Mr. Too Easy. I think Palmer's nuts. Ants is nuts. Kingy's nuts.
So you can't have one.
Blood, it's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why when we started our team, yeah, and like everyone's talking about get friendly against SC Dons. Like I'm saying, are you nuts? Bro? What are you talking about?
You vomit.
Blood, I'm not playing. I was on the sideline chatting shit because I'm not playing against the SC Dons. Man even said go against X11s.
The X1s.
Yeah, the X1s. I was like, that won't work either. We're not ready for
the
that.
X1s you lot.
So the X1s, yeah, is like obviously as the Dons have progressed.
Yeah.
Obviously the ball we got the first team now is gone, but it's clear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But then the man then, which is the Dons, like even myself, Drops, Doug, Mitch. There, man, we still love the badge. So what we do, we create the X1s where we've raised over £20,000 in charity work through them. So with the X1s, they play anyone. Like we've gone to Birmingham. There's like in the heart of the pandemic, we went to Birmingham. Yeah, there was like 500, 600 people there. Bro.
I remember that match,
and we couldn't even promote it because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
like, it was people. But like, what I'm trying to say is there's hundreds of people coming out to watch the Mandem. They're not ballers. I'm trying to say.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like they're not ballers, bro. But that's what I'm trying to say about the Dons. Yeah, like we never based it on football. Do you understand? Like we did. It sounds dumb because it is a football team, and obviously the heart of it is the football, but it's the character in it, and like it's showing. And I don't use the word characters in man acting. Man ain't acting, but.
Entertainment.
Yeah, do you understand? So that's why when the X1s are playing and there's no Zach Hansen or Dino, people still want to see. They want to see Bug play.
I watch it.
They want to see Donny Jones play. They want to see Crook play.
I watch it.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I watch everything, man.
But the X1s, it can happen, though.
The thing is,
no, man.
The thing with the X1s, yeah, we can lose them.
should play them still.
The X1s,
man's not fit enough to play the X1s. I'm just keeping it funky. You see, like
the X1 Doug has a cigarette at half time, bro. Trust me.
Bro, you see the X1s, yeah. You got to understand. They got some decent players in there, but because. See what it is, you don't understand the graphic of the first team. Like the first team's nuts. There's you got some crazy talent in the first team. Like when I'm watching it, I'm saying, "Fucking hell, bro." Never, because all I'm doing is kicking man's ankles. There's nothing else to do. All you like out there, because man's not bedding me up and making me look stupid. You think you're doing all of this stuff and dropping the shoulder and I'm over it, I'm breaking your leg. Forget that. You're not going past me like that. I'll take the card. Sweet. Don't do that again. You get what I'm saying? But the X1s, their fitness, we might be able to play them, but the level of fitness that my team's at right now.
Breaking the Don spirit. Don't play us. Don spirit don't get broken by
no. We have to play them.
No, we will, but you'll find it harder than you realise.
No.
And you know it. That's the funny thing. You know it. You know it. If you see Donny Jones in the middle of the park, you know what's coming. Regardless. If you see Crook at right back, you got a chance.
Donny Jones is a battler. He's from the blue. We're all battlers from the blue, you know.
Don't forget about our entry zone.
It's a battle.
That's what got us through a few.
It's a battle, mate. My team. We got like when I'm check out FC Cobra in it. Obviously, I'm trying to think who's there, and I'm thinking of one or two players. Like we got one or two players in the team. One or two OG players because we're old now. We're vets. We're vets. I don't like saying that.
There's no way play for you now.
Nah, no, he still plays for Catford. He still plays for Catford. We got remember Copy? Leroy? I don't know if you remember Leroy. We got obviously Neil plays for us.
Oh, you got Neil.
Neil plays for us. Neil plays for us. We got who else? Liver's baller. Liver plays for us. I'm just losing my head. Ish. We got Mark Cooper. We got
They're trying.
Richard, Shorty. Yeah, T's come on, man.
He's a brother. No.
T's ex-pro.
He's bald.
He's played for Charlton. Yeah, he's got bare games, man. He's got QPR. He's played QPR.
He always shows love still.
We got who's our best? Rocky. Rocky's one of our best players. Chima. Yeah, we're alright, but we ain't ready for you lot, man. That's real talk. I ain't trying to get butted. I'm not trying to go home and end up on the telly the next weekend.
I'll be honest, do you think that's like, for example, obviously we are the Dons, so we come with that and it's part of our makeup. As somebody who's coming against the Dons, what goes through your mind? What is it Is there the fear factor? Is there?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you believe?
100%.
What do you think?
As a man who used to play ball and play football, watching you lot play, you have to put respect on it. You don't. There's no. What else can you do? What else can you do? Like, even if as a footballer, if you're at home watching this thing and watching you lot play, regardless of what, like I said, you lot can only play who's in front of you. So regardless of what you think, you have to put respect on you lot. You lot have, like I said, I can't name one. You lot have got a lot of good players, a lot of talent. Like he got an injury, he ain't got back into the team. He ain't mad about it. He understands it. I understand it because you don't got mad players. I don't even see Ram Palmer playing no more. I don't even see Ram Palmer playing no more.
Don't say that too loud.
And
trust me, it's true.
And Palmer's talent.
Yeah, it's baller.
Palmer's a talent. Everybody will tell you that.
It's crazy because it's the talent we got. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to win. It's just that I think that what we've created with the way things are selected and all that kind of stuff, people are just bought into it, and the boys love it, and that's why we get the love we get. That's why we get the respect we get. That's why we get the trophies we get.
Nathan, that's why you see him come on the score.
But the thing
when he comes on.
Nathan, the thing about Nathan, even though he's that, we say he's actually, but that boy has played the most games for this club.
Most caps.
This guy's played right back in the final for us.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
This
he's a
guy's
striker.
played 2 games in one day.
Most caps.
2 games in
most
one
caps.
day, more than once for us. Facts. You can't
Rate that.
crap on
That's
his name.
Nate's a good player.
done a lot for this.
Nate's a good player, but you lot send out that mantra, innit? That's you lot. You lot push that out. So don't like be surprised when people
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just film what happens on the day. That's it.
Ginge looks like he's upset with you.
Yeah.
Ginge
Why is he upset with me?
I'm just going by what I see off the telly. Because he's not really feeling his theme music.
I'm a cameraman. I ain't a musician.
So who adds the music?
I don't know. Probably one of the
Secret
media
sauce.
team.
Oh, you got me on the team. Sue back in the
All I do is
world.
upload it on YouTube.
You seen how much Ginger Scott in it? You know
Man, nah, big up Ginger though, man.
Come on, man.
Ginger.
Ginger's one of my favourite characters.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm happy you say that, and he needs to hear this.
One of my favourite characters.
You know what I say unless you thought it was relevant.
No,
That's exactly.
The thing with Ginger, Ginger loves the club, innit? Like, if any of the boys
does.
need anything from Ginger, he's there to help. If any of the boys have an injury, he's there to help. So, big up Ginger, innit? The music, whatever with the music, but Ginger, he's respected. No, but with Ginger, though, real talk though, Ginger's respected at this club.
No, listen, you see the boy Ginge. You see the boy Ginge. One thing I tell you, like you said, my man would die for this badge.
Trust me.
And you can see it in him. Like, regardless of what my man is passionate about this thing. He's very passionate. And that's why I like him. That's why I'm saying to you, like, regardless of his theme music, like, forget that, man. I've got your back, James, man. Play more, man. Don't worry.
That's what you see. Even the boys, you have to remember, like, you say X100, but they're all dons in it.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality that the club has, which is like, there's so many boys who were here when the club first started that are still representing the club on a daily. The Dropsies, the Seals, the Dogs, do you know what I mean? The Goalers, these man, or who, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The Guardies, all the
Big up Goaler, my
do you know what I mean?
regime,
All
Goaler's
the
my regime.
brothers that are in the team from the start are still representing. So you have to be careful how you speak about the Dons, because the Dons isn't no YouTube team where it's a thing of like that's just a camera. No, these are real human beings who have done their dirt.
One quick thing. Who runs your YouTube channel?
Chris.
Chris, you ain't subscribed back to us. I don't understand what's going on. I'm just
YouTube can't see me. That's not
you get in your notifications.
It's not like Instagram. But YouTube's not like Instagram.
No, hey, we'll subscribe to it.
Hey, can we get on to something?
No, you get in your notifications.
No,
What do you know what?
I'm joking. Don't feel under pressure. I'm just, Chris. Hey, listen, it's not like Instagram, right? No, it's not. It's not.
See the man behind the camera looking at you. There's a lot of men behind the camera still.
Let's get some music quickly. You not banging. Music, yeah. Who's your favourite UK artist?
Don Strapzy.
Also,
You not saying that? You not truly saying that? Yeah. Out of everyone in the UK, who's your favourite artist?
I like Pot of Paper, man. I think he's hard, man.
Bad boy.
I just like what he talks about. You know what I mean?
No, you're funny.
What's that?
But you can't. To be fair, like
Hey, we are subscribed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From early. Yeah.
See, that's how sick.
I came to do it now, but we are subscribed.
My bad. I apologize.
Yeah, man.
Chris,
Yeah.
pick up yourself, Chris. Pick up yourself.
training day for Potter was mad.
Training free, yeah?
Yeah,
Bonkers, wasn't it?
Man, I think he's got a. do you know what it is as well? Yeah, even listening to his album, he had just lost his nan. I think it was.
Yes.
And it's that same. You see that empathy and that relatability.
Yes.
When people get behind you, the community get behind you, it pushes you to a different level.
Yeah.
So when I was listening to him and I even heard that story, it related back to the Anything for Paul for me. And I was like, big up Potter. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot to think that there's that many UK artists that are out now compared to what it used to be, where it was a UK rap scene, sorry, an American rap scene, and it was like if you ain't listening to Jada and all of them, like it's like you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Now there's an actual UK rap scene.
Mad,
we had a period where it turned a bit poppy, but now it's got that. Do you know what I mean? The drill and everything else is coming back. It reminds you of like the grime days and.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's sick, man.
No, that's tough still. What about you? Who's your favourite UK artist?
Donny fam. I listen to music that I relate to, innit? And this is the man I know, innit? So I can relate to the real music.
Yeah, I rate that.
No, you said outside of the room, fam.
Yeah, outside, yeah.
To be fair, I'm kind of biased. Because obviously my boy from Young, so that's an easy pickings.
Who's that?
Donny Jones. So
Away from Donny though.
And
Away from Donny.
And then outside that, I can't lie, man. I'd stick with the man from South. So it comes to Tiny Boost, Snap Capone, Gigs. It comes to them lot. I stick with South a lot.
I rate that still.
And
everyone
Big up Snap.
One second. Trying to add from this thing. One outside of the dogs.
I said you're gonna say 10 man.
I'll say like I don't know, like what. Got man him like RA.
bro, yeah.
You might love the killers.
The thing is, a lot of these guys I've actually filmed back in the day when nobody filmed these guys. I've filmed a lot of these guys back in the day, so I've listened to their music from young. Like, even just growing up. But the reason why I say Donny is because this is a man that I know well, innit? So I listen to music I can relate to, innit? So, and even when you talk about the music, it's like my story as well, because he's talking about stuff like, you know, when coming up, do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's why I say the man in the room. But yeah, man, South's got a lot of talent.
South.
Come on.
That's still
Right now.
The home of the brave.
Trust me.
You gotta be brave around here, man.
Look for the roof.
Hey? Survival instincts, man. Yeah, man. So what you saying, my boy?
We're gonna have to wrap this one up then.
Wait, before we go, you know everybody comes on with gifts. The man them came true. We've done masks for the man them. We got the dons, you get me?
Let me tell you a story, yeah? Let me quickly say it. So you see this picture, yeah? They bumped me, man. Now, listen, thousands of people have seen this, yeah? Obviously, because when we got the mask, he said, look, just put it, I went to put it on the face so I could send it to the supplier to see if it was good enough. So obviously he said, he told me to put it on quickly and take the picture. I sent it back, bro. It ended up on the front.
CD cover.
2,000, fam. No haircut, nothing, bro.
You're Russian.
Yeah, bro.
You're Russian. You're Russian still.
I can't give it to the girls. Mad, bro. I remember, I see it come, yeah. I see this. And if you open it, yeah, on the inside you see a nice shot from DG. A nice one, yeah. Fresh haircut. Slap me on the front, you know. So then every time someone gets a done mask and they put it on the Instagram story and they tag us, I don't even want to repost it on my story.
Hey, I'm tagging my way to that. You like to my video.
And now's your time because everyone keeps messaging you about merch.
Oh yeah, don't mess with me. Yeah, bro. I WhatsApp messages, bro, from random numbers. WhatsApp.
Nah, to be fair, it's important to clear it up actually. So when the kit which came out just before Christmas and the pandemic done a madness, so Puma didn't get the stock to us before the Christmas out date.
Okay.
So people that bought it from Christmas, they're just receiving it like this week and next. They're bare far behind, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Your account, it's done, innit? But like, some people ordered it from December.
Where's my
That's how it was. They killed us, man.
The way you say everything's back to normal.
Everything's back to normal now. It's just that there's people that have ordered it before Christmas. They're just getting it like this week, last week. Obviously,
tough.
some next week if it's global, innit?
But at the same time, do you know what it is about us? I also want to stress the fact that we appreciate everyone who's taking money out of their own pockets that they've earned to support the club. Because you have to remember, even ask him, Christmas Day, what was we doing?
Sending messages
Bro,
to the family.
we was calling up customers all around the world, you know, FaceTiming them, you know. We had Dubai customers, people in America, Australia, France. We're FaceTiming them saying, look, we're sorry that we haven't got your merchandise, but do you understand? You'll get your FaceTime. No.
I'm thinking that all the shot that FaceTime from Big Big G's FaceTime. You understand?
No, but that's what we are.
In 3 weeks' time, he got his top. Yeah, he sees a FaceTime call from Big G.
Listen,
That's not what to expect.
If you don't get it, how long does it take to come though?
What's the usual 3 to 5 days or something?
listen. Anytime our merchandise gets out quick, we've got tracking numbers. We do it global.
It's all proper. So,
but
so even the people that didn't get it, they got the tracking number.
it's just a shame. Obviously, the pandemic has caused a lot of factories to close down, so it slowed us down. But we also understand that we're a family club. So you imagine on Christmas Day, whether it's an adult, some people are like, what do you mean? K-Lam was on it. What do you mean the Crook's on it? What do you mean Donny Jones on the phone? What do you mean Bootie's on the phone saying wishing me a Merry Christmas to apologise? It's like you can't. That's home, bro. That's family. That's the touches that people don't understand when they're doing business. Sometimes that little touch can make a difference because that's a support for life.
I mean, we don't even call them fans. We don't use that. That's something I hate sometimes, especially when I see artists and they comment, "Oh yeah, my fans this, my fans that," and we don't really like it. Like I think it's a bit arrogant. Do you understand?
Can I say fan or family?
No, family.
It's family.
So like, because even we get people that are like, and then like someone's birthday, they ask for a video and that. So every time we try. And it's important for everyone to come up to understand
each other. Man, come on, man, 100%.
I rate that. Hey, we're gonna carry on anyway. See the news bits happening now. Yeah, big up everyone.
Big up yourselves. Please, obviously, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Big up to the
sponsors. Big up the sponsors. Got the juice, Crepe Select, Chop, No Drought, Honey Pot, Fecky Music, Informal Clothing.
Please,
and we will be back with another one next week. Big up yourselves.
How can we get ourselves on there as well, man?
Come on, man.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about that off camera. We're swinging out.